Exercise 4.1 Problem 6 Solution. Construct a 2 by 2 matrix A which is equal to Aij whose elements are given by 1, subdivision 1, Aij equal to Ij. It looks little confusing. Don't worry, we'll work it out. So it's a 2 by 2 matrix and the general form of it is given as Aij and the elements are given by Aij equal to I and j. Okay. So the matrix will contain, so I can take values, so I represents the number of rows, and I represent the row position and j represents the column position. So how many rows are there? There are 2 rows and 2 columns. So I can take value from 1 to 2, 1 and 2, and j can take the values of column, which is 2 columns are there. So it can take 1 and 2. So which means you will have 4 elements, A11, A12, A21 and A22. So this is I equal to 1 here and j equal to 1. In this case, that is a row number is 1 and the column number j equal to 2. Here the row number I equal to 1 and the column number j equal to 2. Here the row number I equal to 2 and the column number is 1, j equal to 1. Here the row number is 2, and that is I equal to 2 and j equal to 2. So this is the generic form Aij, where I represents the row and j represents the column. Since it is given 2 by 2 matrix, I can take, it's got 2 rows and 2 columns. So I can take either 1 or 2. Similarly, Ij can take either 1 or 2 because it is given 2 columns in the matrix, in the order of the matrix. Okay, now we have 4 elements we have listed. Now we'll have to find each element. We have to find the value of A11, we have to find the value of A12, A21 and A22. How to find this? They have given again the generic form. Aij is equal to Ij, I into j. Okay, so if we say A11, that is I equal to 1 and j equal to 1, all we need to do is, because the value of that element is given as I into j, we'll have to multiply the value of I with the value of j. Okay, so the generic form A equal to Ij, where I equal to 1 and 2 and j is also equal to 1 and 2. Am I right? So A11, the first element is A11. So I equal to 1 and j equal to 1. And what is the value of Aij? It is 1 into I into j. That is 1 into 1. The value of it is 1. Now, the value of A12 is I into j. I is 1 and j is 2. So, 1 into 2, that is 2. And the A21, I equal to 2 and j equal to 1. So, the value is I into j, that is 2 into 1 equal to 2. A22, I equal to 2 and j equal to 2. And the value of it is I into j, that is 2 into 2, which is equal to 4. So, substituting all these values, we will get the required matrix as A11, 1. This is A12, first row, second column. So, please remember A11 means first row, first column. A12 means first row, second column. This is second row, second column. So, A11, this is A11, right? So, A11 is given 1. A12, that is 2. And A21, that is 2 here. And A22, which is given as 4. Okay, so the given the required matrix is 1, 2, 2, 4. So the key thing we need to understand, they have given the matrix, they have given the order of the matrix, and they have written the matrix in a generic form, and they have given the value also in a generic form. So we need to substitute the values of I and j, and first find out the number of elements in the matrix, and thereafter calculate each and every element using the generic form of the elements. So this is the generic form of the matrix and this is the generic form of the elements. So using these two and the values of I, which is 1 and 2, and j, which is 1 and 2. I is number of rows and j is number of columns. Here it is 2, so it can take a value of 1 or 2. Okay, so I hope it's clear. Now let's try the second subdivision, where it's the same thing, only thing here they have given the generic value of the element as 2i minus j. So it's the same 2 by 2 matrix. So, and the generic form of the matrix is Aij. So which means you will have elements of A11, A12, A21, A22, because I can take value 1 or 2 and j can take value 1 or 2. So these are the 4 elements. Now we'll have to calculate A11, and the generic form of Aij is given as 2i minus j. Okay, so A11. So what is I? I equal to 1 and j equal to 1. So the formula for the element value of the element is 2i into j. That is 2 into I value, which is 1 here. So 2 into 1 minus j. J value is 1 here. So it is 2 into 1 minus 1, that is 1. For the second element A12, I equal to 1 and j equal to 2. So the formula is 2i, right? So 2 into 1 minus 2j. That is 2 into, minus j. So minus 2. So 2 minus 2, that is 0. So 1, A21. So this value we have found, this value we have found. Now we have to find this one. So A21 will be 2 into, what is 2i, right? 2 into I is 2. So 2 2s are 4 minus j. J is 1. Alright. So 2 2s are 4. 4 minus 1 into 3. So please remember this formula. Aij is given by 2i minus j. 2 into the value of the row minus the value of the column. Right? Now A22, the number of rows I equal to 2 and the number of column is 2. So it will be 2i, that is 2 into 2 minus j. J is 2 here. So 4 minus 2, that is equal to 2. So now you start putting back all the values. So the required matrix is A11, which is 1 here, comes down. A12, which is 0. And A21, which is 3 here. And A22, which is 2 here. Correct? So the required matrix is 1, 0, 3 and 2. You got it? So this is how we need to do. So basically they have given a generic form from which you'll have to write a general matrix. So list out how many elements are there, and then with the generic form of the elements, you'll have to calculate each and every element by substituting the value of I and j according to this formula. Okay. So now let's try the next sum, the last sum. Okay, so here it's the same 2 by 2 matrix, and the order of the matrix and the generic form is Aij, which means A will be, how many rows are there? 2. How many columns? 2. So I can take, I is 1 or 2, j is 1 or 2. So A11, A12, A21 and A22, and the formula, generic form of this is I minus j divided by I plus j. So we know Aij is I minus j by I plus j, and I can take value of 1 and 2 because its 2 rows are there, and j can take 1 or 2 because there are 2 columns. Now substitute the first one. So first one is A11, I equal to 1, j equal to 1. I minus j, so 1 minus 1 divided by I plus j, 1 plus 1. So this is 0. A12, I minus j, I is 1 and j is 2. I minus j, 1 minus 2 divided by I plus j. Correct? That's what the formula here. So 1 plus 2. This is minus 1 divided by 3. A21, I equal to 2, j equal to 1. So that is I minus j, 2 minus 1 divided by I plus j, 2 plus 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1 and 2 plus 1 is 3. So it's 1 by 3. I represents the column value and j represents the, I represents the row value and j represents the column value. So A22, this is second row, second column, right? So I equal to 2, j equal to 2. Formula says I minus j, that is 2 minus 2, I plus j, 2 plus 2. So that is 0 divided by 4, which is 0. So now you can put all the values here. So A11 is 0, A12, which is minus 1 by 3, A21, which is 1 by 3, and the next one, the second row and the second column A22 is 0. Okay, so I hope you are clear now. So basically we'll have from this matrix, from this expression, which is a generic form, you get generic matrix, and thereafter get the value of each and every element and put it back into the matrix. Okay, so I hope it's clear. Thanks for watching this video.